What's up, guys? Back at it with another car mechanic simulator video. Just got done making the first part to this Cadillac restoration, so if you missed that, did a whole bunch of stuff. And as you can see here, it's all brand new in the rear. Got the exhaust and the tires on here. The whole rear suspension done, and we got the motor in it. I built that in the last video, and then now all that's left is the front suspension. So without further ado, we're just gonna get right into it and get her done. And like I said, I'm making this video the same night as I made the first one, because I am the type of person where I don't like to leave a project unfinished, so I have to finish this thing before I go to bed. Like, it's just gotta happen. So I'm gonna get her done, and hopefully you guys enjoy the car mechanic simulator videos. I'm gonna get these out here as much as I can. Probably try to do like 2 or 3 a week. So if there's something that interests you guys, then definitely consider subscribing to the channel. I also do vehicle content, like real life type of stuff, you know, with my vehicles. I don't do a whole lot, but I mean, there's only so many times that you're gonna be working on something or whatever, you know. But I do plan on making videos of lifting my truck and all that fun stuff in the future. So yeah, then I guess I do calipers, do these. I'm not gonna break this from here, because why would you, with all this aftermarket goodness that they've added? I don't think this thing's gonna need a whole lot of stopping power, because like, it's not gonna be fast. So I'm just gonna probably roll with something not too crazy, but I am a little picky when it comes to these, because I don't want it to look ugly. So where's the slotted at? There, 2.5 or 3.5 for drilled and slotted. I'm just gonna go slotted, I think. Yeah, we'll just do that. Sorry that took forever, but I'm gonna make up my mind on what I wanted, because I don't want to look ridiculous from the outside, but you know, the rims and tires kind of ruined that whole look for me. But you know, I mean, if you pull up at a stoplight, someone's just gonna look at this and go, oh, okay, it's an old Cadillac, what's special about that? It's got a built motor in it, bud. Freaking rips. Not really. I mean, I don't know if this thing is gonna rip, but we'll find out in this video if she rips or if she doesn't. Hopefully she'll grip and rip instead of grip and barely move under her own power. But I mean, the thing's making 300 horse stock, so you know, with a little bit of aftermarket support, we should be able to squeeze our way into the 400 range, maybe. I highly doubt it, because car mechanic isn't very forgiving on motors that don't have much aftermarket, but we have a fully aftermarket exhaust, except for manifolds. That's the only thing that is an aftermarket. And then carburetors, intake, or no, not intake, sorry. Intake manifold is original because you can't get that aftermarket. The air filter is aftermarket, and carburetors, I think I already mentioned that, but yeah, that's the only aftermarket in the intake system. And then we have an aftermarket alternator and power steering pump, fuel filter, and that's it, I think. Flywheel, clutch, all that stuff, and then the transmission. But yeah, there's not a whole lot going on in the aftermarket department with this thing. Not a whole lot for it, but I'm gonna say it's good for what it is. Ooh, forgot bushings. I think I bought everything for the front end, and wow, my brain is getting so bad. I don't know whether it's just that it's late or what, but I can't even remember if I bought the parts for the front end in this video or the last one, to be honest with you, and I already forgot what I needed. But just type in rubber, yeah, because that's all I need. Honestly, you could put rub in there and it would work. I mean, it's kind of weird, but you know, it works. It'll get your rubber bushings, so. Trying to, I could have added a comment in there, but you know, trying to keep it family friendly, I guess we can say. Although trying to keep something family friendly is not in my nature. What are they called? Sway bar end links. Wow. Yep. This is not a good idea for me to make videos this late at night, I guess. Because I forget what I'm doing, and I mean, I can look at the part, and I could probably say the part to you guys, and then I'd get back into the store and go, what did I need again? Oh, well. We'll get it done. I had a friend of mine that plays this. He says, you know, it's a good thing you can't forget nothing on here, and it highlights everything for you, because if it didn't, I'd probably go to drive a car and it'd fall apart on me. I was like, yeah, I'd probably do the same. Because I mean, like, I'm just trying to get it done quick, but I think even if you have it on the hardest difficulty or whatever, you still wouldn't be able to put a part on if there was something that needed to go on before it. But those slotted rotors look good in there, man. It still keeps it, like, so it doesn't look ridiculous from the outside. You know, it kind of looks like there's not a whole lot going on, but I mean, like I said, you know, you pull up to a stoplight with this, and I don't think anybody's gonna try to race you. They're gonna look at that and go, oh, it's just an old caddy with some rims on it. Someone tried to make it look nice. But then you'll probably get that teenager in his Honda Civic and be like, oh yeah man, you think you're fast? I got 3,000 horsepower in my VTEC. But guess what? When that kicks in, it bumps up to about 6,000, doubles my power. Yep. I haven't met one of those guys yet. I'm sure there'll be a day though. I have met some interesting people, that's for sure, but I've never come across someone like that. Actually, you know what? I did. I came across a guy, had a Dodge, oh, what is it? No, it was a Chrysler. It was kind of like the Neon, but it wasn't like a Dodge, it was a Chrysler. I forgot what they call that car. My cousin had one a long time ago. I don't remember what it's called, but he had one like that. He's like, oh yeah, man, this thing's got a what did he say? He said something ridiculous. He's like, oh yeah, it's got a no, it was a Dodge. Now I think of it, I'm messing up the story here. He's like, yeah, it's a Dodge. It looked like a Neon, but it wasn't. And he's like, yeah, this thing's got a freaking Chrysler motor in it, dude. It's like it's a V6 built. It's like 500 horse, man. It just roasts the tires. And he was going through the parking lot roasting them. And I go over and I'm like, man, what do you got in this thing? You got it built a little bit or something? Because that thing is just roasting them easy. He's like, oh yeah, it's got like 500 horsepower, man. It's got this crazy Chrysler motor in it. It's just sick, you know? And I'm like, really? Because, your fenders are rotting out and doesn't really look like you've, put a whole lot of money into it. He goes, oh no, I bought it like this. It was, guy said it was built for 500 horsepower, and he said he was spanking all sorts of cars on the road. Like he told me one time that he raced a freaking fully built Honda Civic with a turbo pushing like 900 horsepower, just smoked it. I'm just like, no dude, just no. The only reason you're roasting your tires is because they're baldered and a baby's ass. Like I mean, I don't know. I don't like to brag about it, but my Trailblazer I had a 4.2 straight 6 in that thing. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you it beat a Lamborghini, you know, and that it was built for freaking 1,000 horsepower, because it wasn't. It was all stock. I had 270 horse to the crank, probably putting, I don't know, like 220 to the wheels. I mean, it probably wouldn't be that low, probably like 230, but I mean, it wasn't nothing ridiculous. And it made just shy of 300 pound-feet of torque. It was like 290, something like that. But I mean, that thing would rip, dude. For 4.2 straight 6, I was really surprised for what that thing could do. My buddy had a 2000 5.9 Cummins with a tuner in it. I don't know why I closed that. Still gotta put fluids in. And that thing, it would move, that's for sure. But Trailblazer smoked that. He also had a Celica before that, and we raced, and I beat that. Raced a Mustang, actually a 5.0, and I beat that guy, and that was a straight up drag race. So I mean, that was, they were all drag races, but I mean, it was just surprising what that could do, because the thing weighed 4,500 pounds, so you'd think with that little bit of power, weighing that much, it wouldn't do nothing, but it could definitely move out of its own way without any issues. But going from that to a Silverado 2500 with the 6.0, just the amount of power and torque that thing has over the Trailblazer is just ridiculous. Like, if it's a wet road, man, you put your foot down the slightest bit, not even a quarter throttle, like barely a quarter, this thing will roast the tires off of it. I mean, there's times like I'll be on dry pavement and I'll just nail it from a dead stop, and this thing will just break them loose and frickin' roast them. It's just insane. And my tires aren't bald by any means. They are not like 100% tread, but there's still tread left to them, that's for sure. But if I were to put like some knobby tires on it, it probably wouldn't roast them as easy, but knobby tires are coming. I think that's everything. I'm probably forgetting something, but this will tell me whether I am or I'm not. Alright, she's all good to go. So let's throw her in the paint booth. And again, me telling you that I was racing stuff with my Trailblazer, I'm not trying to brag either. I'm just telling you. You know, it was a beast of a vehicle, that's for sure. This green, I'm not gonna lie, is actually like not too bad on this thing, but let's see what they got. Well, what's this? What? Oh, they got factory colors now too? Dang. I did not know they added this. You know what? I was picturing that color on this thing too. That's a pretty sick color. I've never seen that. The blue, man, that's nice. I got a buddy that would love that color on here. Oh. Now that one is a hard one to say no to. Which is why we're doing it. Man, just wait for it to stop doing its paint thing. Look at that, though. I mean, this thing looks sick. Now if you pull up to a stoplight with it, some person's definitely, if they're out looking for a race, they're definitely going to be trying to race you now, because they're going to be like, oh yeah, you think she's fast, huh? Well, I got something faster. No, dude, this is like your grandma's frickin' cruiser from like whenever this thing was made. I don't even know what year this thing is. This is probably like 70s, maybe 80s. I don't know, I could be wrong. I'm probably way off. I'm not good with guessing old cars years, like when they were made and stuff like that. Alright, headlights are aligned for the most part. This thing's got a fresh alignment, freshly restored. And which one do we want? We want the dyno. Damn, I can't stop looking at this. I actually kind of like the car now. 307 horsepower stock, 352 pound-feet of torque stock. Please get me to 400 horsepower. At least 350. It's kind of wild on my TV. Oh, snap. Dude, I did not expect that. I'm actually down here about those numbers. Are you kidding me? 430. That's almost 100 horsepower more than what my lowest expectation was, and that was 350. and my highest expectation for torque was 500. I didn't really have a low expectation for that, but this thing is actually got more horsepower than what I wanted, and it's almost the torque number I wanted. So you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now, this thing is probably gonna grip and rip. I mean, it's not gonna be the fastest thing in the world, but we're gonna make it a 5-speed, I think, and then we're gonna bring that down, bring that up, and then push this to, and do maybe 80. Yeah, screw it. Why not? I like to keep everything even with gearing, but you know what? If you don't do fine tuning, it's not going to be the best. But I'm not going to sit here and fine tune this car, because I'm probably just going to sell it anyway. I mean, unless it's an absolute monster on the strip. But, oh wait, not the strip. That's not what I meant. The airport. We're going to go there and then see what she does. See if she can blow a donut. See if she can blow the tires off it. See if I can actually hit that top speed of 185, which I know it's probably not going to with not even 500 horse, but might be able to hit it. We'll see. So when I get to the airstrip, I'll be back with you guys. Alright, here we are. As you can see, I haven't even moved yet. Still in neutral. This thing looks good out here too. Yeah, so let's see what she can do with this lightning right over here. Sounds really good. Let's see. The gearing's messed up. That's disappointing. Pop it in the second gear and get it no, just wants to go back in the first. Gears are too short. Alright, so I guess we'll launch it, see how fast we can get her going. Quickest thing, but I tell you what, it definitely moves. I don't think we'll hit that. To be honest with you, the way it's climbing, I think we might actually hit that 185. And if it don't, then the strip is not long enough for it, but no, we'll hit it. Not on this path. 170, could have held it at the fence, but you know what? I don't like doing that because I like to keep my stuff nice, even though hitting the fence ain't gonna do nothing. Just release them a little bit, and then see if she'll touch that 185 on this one. I think it might, because a little bit more limits on this side, starting from way back where we were. I didn't really use the whole strip on the last one, but it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna hold it this time until it does. Once it gets to like once it gets into 5th gear, it's just too short. So I wonder, or too long. So I wonder if I were to make that, I would probably tune the final drive ratio and make this thing do a donut better. Or make it so it actually do a donut. But then with this thing, it's kind of, I'm sure I could probably find a sweet spot in between, but I feel like you either make it something like a donut and not be able to achieve its 185, or you can make it achieve the 185 but not the donut. So if ever and 182 is the best you can get with the tune. Fun car, not bad, not the most impressive thing in the world. Oh, there she goes. Sick. Well, there you have it. That is the Luxor Baronne, I think is how you say it, or your classic Cadillac. I don't know what model this would be, but that is it. It's not bad of a car. Am I gonna keep it? Well, I guess we just have to keep watching until we get to the garage and see what I do. If we get there. It's got quite the loading time. This is why I normally edit this part out, but you know, figured I'd just keep it all one video, because the last one I split up into 2 separate videos, so I'm gonna have to go into the editor, put those together, and then upload it that way. But alright, here we go. This car is really nice, and I would like to keep it, but I actually wouldn't. I would like to sell it. So it says it's a 77. I don't know if they have the right year on these cars. If anybody knows, comment it down below. But yeah, we're gonna sell her. Pretty nice rig, but someone else can make it their weekend cruiser. The diesel, however, this one I'm keeping. So that car made almost double the power of this thing. This thing only makes 136 horsepower and 231 pound-feet of torque, which is not a lot. And I would tell you this thing is geared the top speed. They don't. Okay, well, it doesn't have an aftermarket transmission. It's only got 5 gears, I think, in it. 4, maybe. And it only touches like 120, 130, I think, at most. So it's not very fast, but you know, it's a only diesel in here, so I have to keep it because it's a nice little diesel engine. Painted it up red, kind of like a Cummins motor. But yeah, we're gonna throw this guy. Actually, I'm gonna keep it here because I just kind of like having it out front, you know, looks good. But yeah, this guy right here is gonna be the next video. So if you guys want to see a build on this thing, drop a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. And with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one.